5. What an explosive finish at the end of this series. Like, where it's all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, if you're OpTic, you're happy as hell that Skyline is in that map number 4, because we saw what they were able to do a couple weeks ago on that map, and that's basically a 100-point club, everyone that stepped across the stage from them. But to talk a little bit more about that Hacienda Control, if you think about Cloud9 season, they usually have been very, very happy to see a lot of Haciendas in a series. And then they also played it, at least their first series, versus G2, and they were able to go to round number 5, clutch up when they needed, but you've already tested out the new spawns. That's a big thing, because obviously you're practicing it, but on the main stage, it might be a little bit different.
Man, not just the main stage, but LAN.
Yeah.
Being this close changes the way things work out. Well, that's going to be the fist bumps. We should be descending into Rewind, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 1. We thank you for sticking it out. Back at home, the folks here in the arena, you will be treated some electrifying gameplay.
There's no doubt in my mind the 2 players that I'm going to have highlighted throughout this entire series is going to be Hook, who was dominant in that opening series to start the day, and then on the opposite side, Crep didn't really spawn in that opening series. These are 2 young men who definitely have the capability to pop take over whenever they need be, but also just be a nuisance, value their life beautifully to allow the next play to develop.
Selfless plays, and again, it's the teamwork that's certainly going to make the dream work here in this series. C9, OpTic, map number 1 on Rewind. Here we go into the Hardpoint. Poles apart. They will descend on P1 on the inside of the fast-forward video store VHS, ladies and gentlemen. Nades are up and out. Not a whole lot of contact from that. But here comes the opening salvo, and Kremp, what a 2.
It's a perfect start there for Kremp.
Actually,
Already lines up 2. Might be Gwyn. No, it's actually Kremp. Yeah, 3-0 start there. Kill feed is a little bit messed up, but that's totally fine. Already the spawns are going to be flipped as well for C9, but if you are Shotzi on the opposite side, you have a free pinch. Now you just need to find the trade.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that P1 still anyone's map so far. C9 with the opening run. That's going to come to a close quickly. We're going to get ourselves in towards time if you are OpTic. Of course, OpTic, the blue-ish arrows on the minimap. C9, they will be in the orange.
Now the nuke. Thinking about that rotation over towards New, already making big, impactful plays. 2 kills off the Roto. Now he's the only player pushed out towards the back, so he just wants to wait for his teammates to get nearby before he decides to strike again, force them to look for him. Spark's gonna basically give him a high 5. And with Hook staying alive in that position, you get the close spawns, you win the rotation to B2.
Great stuff. Well, Hardpoint firmly in the hands of OpTic for now. Hook wrong gun for the fight as those players work their way down the streak. It's a little bit of love in there. Shotsy, 1, 2, 3. This is a massive opportunity on the flank. 1 to his name, lights up his teammate as pandemonium sets in. In the meantime, though, Dashy, cool and calm and very steady on the inside of time.
Oh, this has been flawless so far on the hold. Try to attempt the back push if you are C9, but instantly gets shut down by the repinch from Shotzi. Great heads-up play. Take all that space away, and now with 20 seconds left, you can start to get aggressive up through Gen's side. Mercury lines up a double. Look what it does to the spawns for C9. Everyone is at old, and OpTic are in firm control of map 1 so far.
1 man left alive on the point, Gwyn. Oh, and it does, oh, another crash.
Ay, ay, ay.
That is ay, 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 indeed. That is incredibly unfortunate. OpTic, a strong start, suffocated by a technical issue. A bit of frustration there on the face of Coach Karma. And with good reason. Your boys were starting to hit flow. They were starting to get going, but hey, it might be a blessing for C9.
Oh yeah, definitely a blessing for C9 because it was basically a full 60 hold at the P2, and then at the right time you're able to flip them all behind you to chain it to the P3, P4. If that game would have continued, the score line would have got very, very ugly. But no need to sweat about it. You understood what you needed to do. Obviously, P1 was a mixed fest, but the money hill, you had it locked down. So nothing needs to change on the side of the green wall. If you're C9, we need to be a little bit more aggressive on some of these routes and cut them at least short.
Yeah, it feels like C9 is a little back foot.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 steps. They're against the ropes quite early on. OpTic have just got that early aggression. Again, a very, very short sample size to work with there. But either way, OpTic, a very strong opener from them. We'll see what happens here. I'm not exactly sure whose PC has had an issue. Looks like it might be Gwyn. It could be Krem. It's hard to tell. But either way, try to get this resolved ASAP. Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic versus C9 continues after this. OpTic Cloud9, map number 1, rewind Hardpoint, take number 2. We're going to try and get back into this one again, folks. Welcome back to the Esports World Cup. Mars and Stud here, get you through another OpTic match. Of course, C9, we saw them earlier today, also looking absolutely fantastic. So a quick bit of a recap. Both teams, red hot, good looking.
Yeah, they're feeling good. Obviously, to be in this position, one match away from putting yourself into the quarterfinals, guaranteeing yourself a good chunk of money as well. Not having to play until Saturday, so you can enjoy your Friday, enjoy the Boulevard, enjoy everything that Riyadh has in store for us. But you got to get through this one first. C9, without question, are very, very happy that something happened, that reset to go down.
Well, yeah, it wasn't looking great, was it? Well, it was looking great for OpTic. They were rolling. At P2, absolute slaughter. They were going into 3, feeling fine. We've swapped a PC out here on the main stage, so we'll be hopefully rocking into this one ASAP. Gwyn, something to laugh about indeed, as he leaves the sinking ship of the Carolina Royal Ravens and he finds himself happily here on this Cloud9 roster, just in the nick of time for EWC.
Yeah, it's the perfect time. The final tournament of Black Ops 6. Potentially end your season with a bang. Just gotta go through a gauntlet of top dogs. You have one right in front of you. They're all rocking that beautiful green. They have been playing out of their minds. You can already see it even before the reset. Like, Hook again consistently is just making game-changing plays. If you allow him to do that, if you allow him to be as comfortable as he is, you are not going to stand a chance, because when he's on point, they're basically playing perfect COD.
He's had the most wonderful turnaround, man. I mean, Hook has had such an exciting career, and in the last few months, complete composure. In the comms, whenever we go through listening, he is the leader of the team. He is calling the shots, he's calling the play, he's telling the boys where he wants them and when he wants it. And he's getting it, man. I mean, instrumental in that back-to-back championship win.
It's just crazy how you started off this season with him not even being on a professional team. We knew that we were going into Black Ops 6. We knew that it had Omni movement. And Hook back in the day was a player who invented all of the movement all throughout the jetpacking Call of Duties. So with this guy putting himself in a position now to not only level up in this game, because we were understanding this was going to be a Hook title, but now the consistency in his game, the way that he values his life, and the impactful plays that he makes is such a game-changing difference from him. And it's insane to watch.
It's fantastic to watch. Well, folks, we've received a quick update. We're going to swap out 2 more PCs. Ay, Dios mío. But when we're back, it's time to get OpTic and Cloud9 on the road again. We'll let the Wizards on stage get to work. We'll take a break. On the other side, more gameplay.
I'm on the con.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and welcome to day 2 of the Esports World Cup for Black Ops 6. We've got OpTic and Cloud9 loading in to Rewind Hardpoint. Welcome back, one and all. It's time to get this show back on the road, Jay.
Oh, baby. I still cannot wait for this match to start, man. Day 2 officially has begun here in Riyadh. It's been a long one. Not only us, but also the players. OpTic and C9 have yet to see the main stage in about 10 hours. So hopefully everyone is still locked in. Going right back into the rewind. OpTic are looking for the same exact start. That P2 dominance. Flip them again for the P3, P4. But this time C9 are looking for a different approach. Definitely for that P2.
Oh, yes, please. P2 was not great for those boys. Opening nades, opening salvo on the attack. Not looking dreadful. We are in. And once again, that is OpTic in the blue, in the teal, and C9 in the orange arrows. And so far, so good for the OpTic team.
Yeah, adjustments on the break off. This time I do not allow C9, and more specifically Crep, to just fly on in and find 3 through the middle of the street. Send the AR so the right positions, and they clean out the house. So far, already have a good chunk of time here at P1, but 3 kills go in favor of C9. Spawns are also in favor of C9, but this time it's Shotzi trying to make the heads-up play.
And another moment where C9 player runs right by someone in the OpTic jersey. Oh, dear. And Krem asking for that one, but managed to get the trade. So there you go. P2, soon to be open for business. Spark, toe-to-toe with Dashi here. Waiting for reinforcements to get involved, and this is going to be the hard point now, open and ready. C9 are in.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate nade blows up the one in Spark's hand. That's going to take him out of play.
Yeah, that's going to take him all the way across the map with the spawns. The only player here to try to contest it is going to be Kremp, and he instantly is going to fall. Mercules lines up with double. The break is good enough for OpTic. And now with 40 seconds still remaining here, C9 are going to attempt to hit the long route. This time someone's got to account for Shotzi on the repitch.
Mercules 3 spree from within time. Hook. Unreal damage there in the spot as well. You've still got Mercules on the spree. That's a 4 now. That's a 5. And that is very, very close to a Hellstorm.
And now this is where it gets scary if you are C9, because you don't want to die at the wrong time. It's only 15 seconds remaining here at the P2. You already have Hook thinking about the next play. Hitting the rotation from P3, again being the sole man to try to make a miracle happen. But he's surrounded by Cloud9 players. They take care of Hook. They win the rotation over towards P3. You're down by 60. You need time.
And Jay, it's exactly the way the first game went.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. A superb P2 from OpTic. Dealing with the all-coming attack there of Cloud9, not a whole lot to its name. Over to P3 we go, over to the dumpster, and we are seeing Cloud9 get some early time. Is it enough? I mean, realistically, OpTic, this is a strong attack. That's 2 down. If Krem can find another kill, it'd be massive.
Yeah, but Shotzi won the most important 1v1 gunfight onto the player who was trying to secure the back spawn. So now OpTic are able to find the break and flip it to potentially chain it over towards P4. The score line is only going to get worse if Cloud9 cannot make up for it in the sling and make up for it here at P3. You find 2, you find 3, and this is where you got to get aggressive to flip the map.
They're doing a great job of getting in time, just absolutely stacking the point. Bodies everywhere, shoulder to shoulder, but great range there from Mercules. We're finding Sib himself in the kill feed right now, and that's a 4 spree. A single magazine, 2 spare rounds. What a life that one was. Shotzi catching him out on the transition towards Nu. So once again, from dumpsters, now on the inside of Beepers. OpTic with a strong lead.
Yeah, but the nuke with a massive repinch with the double kill as well. The zoning going to relieve a lot of that pressure through mid-street. Now it's a 4 stack for OpTic on the preferred side of the map. Everyone whips out an extra AR because they know a majority of these gunfights are going to be long distance. C9 couldn't get a break at the money hill at P2, but you need the break here at P4.
Whoa, Mercury's down, 3 dead, instant. Dashi alone, anything he gets is a consolation, but that is a break and a half from C9. Rapid counterattack.
Oh, and the nuke was trying to make another big-time play. If he would have found that second kill, you spawn C9 all the way across the map, but thankfully the trade comes in at the right time. So Cloud9 can soak up this final 20. Only going to be down 30 going into gens, but OpTic, they know. All right, we're going to gens. We can still contest this. At least one more attempt through the mid-street. It gets shut down, so Cloud9 soak up all that time.
Yeah, C9, great job as well. On that break, they contest for the next wave. Happy as Larry going into gyms. Whoever Larry is, smiling from ear to ear currently. 104 to the 70 of C9. Snaps in from Shotzi, and OpTic are in control.
OpTic are in firm control of this. You're finding kills off the rotation. All you have to do is take care of Kremp. Dashy on the opposite side with the SMG in hand is playing for the spawners over towards green side. This has been a good hold. That team kill is not going to help. Now Cloud9 have the numbers to fight their way back in.
That's 2 hard points back-to-back where Hook has found a teammate, unfortunately. Not ideal. Here comes C9. Mercules!
Oh.
No way! The quick swap to the Jackal. No need. Kremp's going to be there on the trade once again. Gets taken care of. 25 seconds to go here on Gens, and OpTic are running it.
Yeah, they are dominating so far on this Gen's HP. When, though, with the response, able to find the double. You need to start to chain a couple moments together if you are C9. You cannot consistently always try to play from the back foot. So going into this second set, you were the team initially to start off.
Oh!
Gwyn is filling himself on 4 in a row. The kill feed starting to light up in orange. Cloud9 are activated.
Just hit, what was that, 720? 900? Tony Hawk left the venue quite a while ago. The spirit of the Birdman lives on here in Riyadh. Wow, what a play. On board with Kremp. Nothing more to be had there from that side of hole. And OpTic once again, P1 in their hands. What a map so far.
Yeah, this is tough right now for Cloud9 because this is a tough decision to make. Obviously, we don't want to allow OpTic to get a lot of time off of P1, but we also want to be able to flip these spawns for the P2.
Oh my.
This time set up properly. That's why you add this young man to the lineup. He always brings it with the sling, especially with the SMG in hand. 17 and 14. Give me kill number 3 in a row. Now you see what it does to the minimap for the spawns for OpTic. It's cool you can take this final 20, but big picture, we got the spawns for new.
Everyone, absolutely everyone's getting brought down here by Gwyn. 20 and 15, it was a wonderful spree. A whack-a-mole moment there for the C9 boys, but they fall. Over to Kremp, gets himself into the hard point quickly. Mercules, counter-attack, successful. Hard point OpTic.
Got to keep on trading because no hill's about to pop. And a single player from OpTic in a position to find a kill and potentially spawn that player all the way across the map. This is the answer that Cloud9 are looking for to get themselves back into the game. But Dashy and Hoop finding 2. You already have pressure through mid-street. Dashy is going to fall, so still Cloud9 in the position to fight. Yeah,
kudos to Sib there. Oh, he's finding himself a lot of damage on this next player. Sets his boys up for success. That is sensational from C9. OpTic now through the front. Kremp, can you take care of the first man? Cannot. A little bit of a nervy push. Back over to Sib. Can't get the second. Dashy now fighting forward. Spart on the trade. All good for now. C9 are alive.
Oh, C9 are definitely right back into this game. Final 20 seconds. OpTic want to potentially force them to be towards the backside if they can get an early break. And you're sending in shots on 2 players who are weak to clean up the mess. But in the final 10 seconds, you're able to get the trade on the Dashy, secure the time there for C9. But OpTic have the control that they want on the map for P3, P4.
Back over once again to the dumpsters, top side of the minimap. OpTic, squeaky clean. The first go around, but this time, Sib winning the big gun fights. Man on time's going to be Dashy, and he wins it now against Sib. Kremp applying the pressure, and once again, another 2, 3 dead. Cloud9 are in.
Oh my God, right? The fact that Kremp was able to find that double through mid doors is insane, but still, OpTic are making this one scrappy. Shotzzy, the play with the AR and an SMG in the back pocket is just keeping them away from this HP. So 30 seconds to go, everyone has an extra AR. The kill feed is lit up in blue, and OpTic with a clean 4 dead are not going to force Cloud9 to work the OE.
Oh, Cloud9 got to go all the way round. What a long journey. Beepers is within OpTic's grasp. What a clean rotation this will be for them. Kremp in the middle of the map. Mercules, 26 now kills in total on the map. Looking for 27. There it is. A 4 spree to boot. Into Beepers, and Gwyn spotted out. That is massive. A freebie to Hook. No 720s this time.
Yeah, Gwyn was trying to make a heads-up play. He knows that Hercules just 2-piece my teammates in the middle of the map, but let me just try to run them on by. Potentially catch them slipping. He's able to spot him in towards courtyard, give the comm to his teammates. You pick up the kill, and all you have to do now is hold on to 1 to 2 more good pushes, and this map 1 is yours.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. 222 now and climbing. We are very much in the business end of this rewind. Up by the front lines. Hook and Merc get theirs! Oh. Kyler Garland with a sweet 2, and that could be the map.
It might just be. Look at the routes that Hook is already taking out of the map. Let me cut a little bit more extra space through mid-side. And they only need 10 more seconds to take map 1.
Final hit. Dashy holding it. Loses the fight to Gwyn. Another hard point we will see. A measly 6 can still be won here. Shots if he gets his go on. But at this point in time, think of new. No one there from C9. Not a soul. You should be able to win it here. Mercury's got to hold him at bay. Nearly gets Sib as well. Over to the hardpoint way. OpTic lose the ones. This game will continue.
And they also lose the spawn, so we're going to take a little bit longer to potentially end the way that the green wall wants it to. It's all about the opening kill, and again, the rookie, Mr. Mercules, lines up a double. That's 3 dead in the feed. Sib needs to pop all 4, and that's going to be it.
Game 1 in the bag. OpTic, don't let the shenanigans get away from them. C9, a little too late to the party. Not a bad look whatsoever, Jay. Saw some fantastic individual play, solid rotations. The fundies were there. But OpTic, they started strong, they finished strong. No sweat.
You can always count on OpTic to lock in on the money hills. That is what they are playing for. When you think about the P2 rotations early on, you pitch yourself up by 60 points, then you allow Cloud9 to get themselves sort of back into the game with a little time off of P3, but you dominate the P4, you make it scrappy over towards Gens, and at that point it was just too long of a ladder to climb there for C9, especially when you were trapped towards the backside of P2 the way that you did. Because OpTic, they just whip out 4 ARs when you go from the P3 to P4. That's impossible to shut down because all they need is 1 kill. 1 kill goes down, the player spawns right next to you. And it's a consistent domino effect of just trade after trade. And then when you got pop-off moments out of the rookie who continues to shine on the end of the Black Ops 6 season, just gives them so much hope, so much drive to be the best in the game, and he continues to show it.
Nice slow-mo and subdued victory reaction. It is strictly business. It's one more map at a time. And Hook, he had a lovely map as well. So forgetting World Starred, truly World Starred by Gwyn. and a second attempt out by the 18-wheeler again, but outside of that, super solid map there from the OpTic boys. C9, a strong team, a lot of fanfare coming into this match. Everyone's liking what they're seeing out of this new roster. Of course, Gwyn adding a substantial chunk of firepower, a lot of pace to the team. We'll see how far it gets them in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, this is a map that I definitely had circled that it needs to be a guaranteed W for Cloud9. You want to try to take down the green wall because they have basically been unbeatable in all respawns. Doesn't even matter if it's Hardpoint or Control. Doesn't even matter what map it's going to be. They have just found themselves in the right form at the right time. So to take down this Goliath squad on the side, rocking green, SD needs to be felt. You add a player like Gwyn, who's been a phenomenal search and destroy all season long, alongside Spar, alongside Kremp, who's always Mr. Double Digits in this mode. You have to be able to equalize here on Protocol.
This is a must-win right now for C9. Control is nearly a guarantee for OpTic. Ever since Mercules joined the roster, it has just been the mode for them. One of the best Control players we have in the world right now in the form of Mercules. JP passing on his wisdom there to the boys. Accuracy, doing it for C9 solo. A one-man show in the coaching department in that regard. His longtime partner Sib, great success in that Seattle Surge year. A wonderful time in Vanguard. It makes a lot of sense he would end up being the coach for that sort of squad, knowing those boys inside out, alongside Pred and Mac.
Oh yeah.
Crazy, crazy year from those guys. Into the Search and Destroy we go.
Battle that I have highlighted is definitely going to be Kremp v Shotzi. 2 players who love to dominate on Protocol in that island role, sneak behind enemy lines and just make big-time plays. They are impactful whenever they get stuff going. As we're going to load in towards the Protocol. Everyone's making sure everything's in the pocket. Dashy supposed to make sure nothing hit the ground. Kyler is always going to be on point, but into the Protocol Search and Destroy we go. C9 are going to be the team on defense to start OpTic on their attacking approach.
The cooling rains of Protocol. Will it be enough to put out the fire that OpTic were on? And Shotzi, a couple of tags. The guessing game begins now. He's behind enemy lines, and this is a wonderful opportunity to get lost, as players say.
And I was thinking that Shotzi was going to be the island player, but it's the rookie on the opposite side over towards Tower. Catches Sib for the first blood. Instant bomb plant over towards B. Shotzi, your time to strike. 4v2.
Yeah, that is nearly impossible to come back from at this point in time. Spark's trying to make something happen now down by low grass. And wait a minute, Gwyn joins him. Surely. We're staying on with Shotzi through this play. And that's a wicked opportunity. Now it's done. Spart alone, looking for the defuse. There's no way he has this one. Perfect coverage here from OpTic. A kill or two, but here comes the death knell. Round to OpTic.
Perfect tone setting round right there. Definitely caught C9 off guard. You were expecting potentially OpTic to work over towards tower or aggressive towards the bottom side of A because there was no trophy systems that were going to be in play. But you take top mid away, not a single player from C9 was in a position to watch over B site. When Mercules is able to find that first one all the way across the map, you're thinking, okay, he just got a kill there. The play is potentially going to be over towards A. That's what opens up an avenue for approach. There for Shotzzy to strike for the second kill. As soon as that bomb gets down, it's a perfect play call there from OpTic to start this one off.
2-2 here on the attack from C9. The bomb could be going down towards A, and it looks like it is. Yeah, Gwyn's going to lead the charge there. Kremp on the outside now. Is he going to spot the ankles of Shotzzy, or maybe the posterior? And that is an essential win for the first blood.
Kremp is going to be trapped. See the play at top three. Just want to get bad timing here. Stun to indicate that he's still in that position. Going to try to isolate him, but he's able to walk away with one before falling. Now it's a 1v2 for the young gun.
And Merc is trying to go for it. Bomb plant. Here comes Mercules. How quickly can he get into the fight? They think he's outside. No one is ready for this. 1v1. Spart, hold your nerve. Mercules has no idea. A bullet away from disaster. But Spart wins the fight.
Whew. With that time ticking, when you're in that situation, you're probably thinking, all right, he should have instant chowed already. But the fact that Kremp is able to win a big one-on-one versus Shotzzy to start it off, basically be trapped over towards both sides, and somehow, some way able to walk away with the second kill.
Bruh.
Allows them to keep the numbers advantage in favor of C9. And Spart was not going to get tricked out there. Holds the pre-aim strong. Ties the game.
Yeah, you can tell just where Mercules is pre-aiming, he does not have a clue. And that was an unbelievable moment. A great test of the resolve of the nerves. It looks like both of our teams have got it. Sib, a lovely first blood. There, the man we were just talking about. Spart joins him. And Kremp is there for it as well. Shotzzy, this will be for the ace. What a tough moment to find himself in.
Don't give him 1v1 after 1v1. As you know, once he's able to find the kill, he can get out of the dodge. You can locate him, but almost make something out of nothing. But C9 get the round.
You see the cogs turning though, and he runs straight upstairs. He tries to melee the glass. He's creating audio cues for everyone to be following. He tries to dip down. There's a guy in front of him. He nearly gets both. I mean, like, go for it, son. Nobody does it quite like Shotzzy. And that was the final few moments here. I mean, Gwyn's POV. This is something, man. This is something. Even when you have him trapped like that, a difficult player to kill.
A perfect play call right there from C9 to spread their setup on defense. Sib takes his time in the outskirts on the head glitch. Lays prone, so he's unaccounted for, and pops up at the right time to get that first kill. So now the advantage for C9. Back to the attacking side. Got some momentum in their back pocket. Getting aggressive through mid-gun. A lot of info gained early on that there's at least a player camping over towards Heli, so we might want to rotate this over towards A.
Yeah, there's a lot of intel from top mid as well. Spart with the coverage. Yeah, usual spots. Great angle. Both he and Dashi exchanging damage there. All it really does is buy time. A minute to go here in the round.
Shotzzy doing Shotzzy things. Catches the timing for the first blood. Gain info as well. This player's roaming through top mid. So instead of committing on the gunfight, just keeping the numbers in favor of the green wall, and Hook finds the second.
My goodness. Hello, Spart! Welcome to the Shotzzy show. And what a round from OpTic. Everybody wins their ones. A fun one there from Shotzzy on the zip. Perfect place to be. There's not a whole lot you can really call for that one. So what happened, guys? We all got smoked.
Yeah, it's just tough because they keep on allowing Shotzzy to be a nuisance. Like, you take early aggressive plays in towards A, you spot out no one, your arrows are giving comms that they're still camping in towards Grandma's. Once he's able to strike for that first blood, C9 have their head on a swivel, potentially trying to play for the trade. You get caught, and then Shotzzy, who was unaccounted for, is right back in your face for a double on the round. Tie game.
7-2 from Shotzzy so far in our 4 rounds of play. Trophy bangs off the back. of Dashi's head. It doesn't deter the play, though. Kremp's going to try to catch an angle here, but an awkward moment there with the ladder. It might be changing the plan, but that's the bomb being planted. Man advantage for OpTic.
OpTic have so many strategies, man. We're talking about the initial round aggressive over towards B. Second round, we're going aggressive towards top mid. Now we're instantly hitting in towards A. So Cloud9 have yet to get a read. What is being thrown at them, but still in a 3v3, you can still make something happen with 30 seconds.
Great work out of Dashi here, even with the Jackal. This is the look. Are we getting inside now? Mercules is there with the coverage. 20 seconds to go. Last man left alive. Krem immediately taken care of. OpTic. What a play call. Dashi with the Jackal. They go downstairs. They take care of all those fights handedly. And C9 not equipped for the retake.
Yeah, Sib was not ready for that, man. Like, you're the player camping over towards Spiral. You're just initially playing for information. But with the pacing, how fast they were to get in towards this site. Easy first blood there for Shotzzy. And then the rookie closes out with 3 on the round. Dashi all smiles. They didn't really have to get a kill there. Still led to the W.
Padding the damage stat, more like. Great work again. 3 sprees still for Shotzzy, 4 for Mercules. RCXDs secured. We'll see if those come into play in a moment. We've seen plenty of shenanigans there with the RCXD car and protocol throughout the season. We're not quite done yet, folks. Couple more, maybe tonight.
This time it's Hook. He's taking space over towards both sides, and Shotzzy being the safety net on the bottom side of A. He is going to get picked off first, though. He also gained info as a player towards top trip, so we have the numbers. We might want to work in towards A site.
Drumming noise, is that where we're going? Oh, Sib. Great hop. Well, there's the plant. And the numbers starting to fall apart here. Both teams falling apart at the seams. Kremp introduces Mercules to the butt of his gun. Trades there for Dashi. Can we make it a 1v1? Gwyn down by the bomb. Sib upstairs. Are we happy for the Chow? Big Bruce. Oh, unbelievable opportunity. The C9 survive.
He wins that gunfight. He instantly hops the bomb. But just a good read out of C9 on their offensive approach. Finding that first blood onto Hook. Whenever you kill a player of his caliber, you know it's usually him and Shotzzy running around as an army of 2. So it has to be Shotzzy, the lone man in towards A. You send in everyone. You get the kill without anyone falling. You get the objective down. And play the 4v2 to your advantage. Back and forth in this S&D.
Well, good news again for C9. Not need to get the round, but you end all the sprees. Everyone gets taken care of there. So no more big streaks to worry about. RCXDs, at least 2 of them, still going to be in play. I would imagine Shotzzy got his as well. But that's the stuns going out. Not going to connect, but you are keeping that player at bay as Gwyn finds the first blood. There in the background.
Oh, and Hook's knocked down to 13 HP. Sib's just going to have him trapped in towards the corner, and now it's Shotzzy left in a 1v4. A perfect blind counter here from C9. Shotzzy almost made a 1v4, 1v1, but that time he stood no chance. Cloud9, advantage.
Yeah, that was a nice one. We saw the flank develop a little too late. By the time he gets there, all of his boys are down and out, and then it's not so much a flank as it is trying to push the bomb site alone. C9, 1 round at a time.
Oh, the pistol was not connecting right there for Mercules. And I would have loved to see how Gwyn was able to find that first blood onto Dashi, because it was an SMG versus an AR. The fact that he was able to open up with that first blood allows them the early man advantage, allows them to reflood their way back in towards A. C9 have a slight edge now, couple rounds in a row. Feeling the momentum. Going to be aggressive in towards A. Trophies down. You already have control.
Well, you are in. You're in. And the trades are complete. OpTic come out on top. Dominance in the bomb site, and you have managed to get the bomb down onto the ground. I would imagine they can see it from there. Definitely seeing this. Sib on the recovery. He is pinned, and that is an easy push. The trades there to help out. Spark with the good shots. Finds himself now alone in the 1v2.
31 HP, but able to recover. He's going to be pinched out by both players on OpTic. And that was just missed time there from C9, because you had the SMGs already taking a lot of space in towards A. One challenges a little bit too early, then it forces the second player to instantly try to play the trade. But the double stack from OpTic towards Spiral Steps allows them to isolate onto the first, find a trade onto the second. And once you get players weak, Shotzzy knows, let me just clean that one up. Tie game again.
And that's it. Once you get that player weak, You have to get that kill. You have to push. There's no, give me a second, give me a moment, let me find this. No, if you're in the position for the trade, you get it. And that's why Shotzzy sitting at 10 and 5. 4-4, all square on the attack go OpTic.
RC cars being invested. This time they're just going to allow Shotzzy to do Shotzzy things, but some bad COD timing on both sides. At least the Shotzzy finding the first blood. Now you have an instant pinch in towards A, but he's waiting for the teammates, and he plays it to perfection. A 1v4 for Sib.
1v3, done. OpTic, turn it around. What a play from Shotzzy. Bad timing, great timing, good timing, fine timing, you name it. He had it all in that round. The kill on the Kremp was criminal. But you get it, you take advantage of it, the boys are there for it. Wow, I mean, what a moment. Both players banged the door there. That was an insane amount of timing. Oh, Big Bruce's kill was something special as well. But that's map point now for OpTic. This is for 2-0 in the series.
Need to find something right here if you're C9. Not afford to go down 2-0. You're the team back on the attack. It's usually been a lot of attacking rounds so far in this game too. No one wants to make their little mistake, but Shotzzy's just gonna set the tone.
Tone set, indeed. Seldom do we see a player walk away with 2 in a situation like that. C9, Sib and Spart. Good luck, boys. Poles apart. They have an isolated, soon to be mutilated. Spart fight, though. He's still alive, Jay.
He's able to find one. OpTic do have the info that the bomb is going to be down towards bottom side of Spiral, so... Or towards Zips, apologies, but everyone just stacking on the bottom side of comms. Not going to force a one-on-one gunfight or not going to commit on it.
Brother.
Just want to keep the numbers on your side.
Wait, oh, Shotzzy was there for it, but wait a minute. Spart, he dealt so much damage to Dashi. How many more players can he take to him with the grave? Nothing, that is it. OpTic, keep it all together. 6-4 the final score, no round 11. We'll be having none of that, boys. They keep it all together in an insane 2-piece. Start that round out for Shotzzy. I mean, you should not be winning those. How did he get that? That one is going to haunt C9. Devastating performance. OpTic find themselves up 2-0 after search and destroy success and such prowess we're seeing late into the night here in Riyadh. When we come back, we're playing Control.
This land is calling.
OpTic find themselves up 2-0 against Cloud9, and on the other side of the tournament, Vancouver Surge find victory against 100 Thieves. Our first team to make it into the quarterfinals, and that one must have been real nice because they got them the champs as well, Jay. Let's face it.
That's insane, man, because you started off the season versus 100 Thieves, and you were 0-6, potentially 0-7, but the final couple of tournaments, you've been able to get the better of the big dog. In Vancouver, just showing improvements, specifically in Search and Destroy. Obviously, Coach Rambo Ray is giving them a lot of info early on, but 0-4 in those final 2 maps was unbelievable. And Vancouver are our first team to move on.
Congratulations again to them. We'll be seeing them play on Saturday, which is technically tomorrow.
Yeah.
What a fantastic day 1 and a little bit of day 2 so far here at EWC. We've seen not many upsets, Jay. We came close with the Omit series. They played their hearts out. That was a very, very exciting series. And I wonder again, Heretics in that group as well, how's that going to go? Plenty to still be played for here at the Esports World Cup. And a game of Control on Hacienda. That is what awaits us now. And OpTic, so incredibly proficient at the game mode, stud. So good at it. Few can come close. Is this the end of the road for C9 in the series?
Hey, it's going to be very tough to beat these guys, but you can already see, even after not stepping on the main stage for about 10 hours, they are still locked and loaded, valuing their lives at crucial moments. No ego, Chalice, everything is team-oriented. So now this is the first time that we get to see Greenwall on the new updated Hacienda with the new close spawns over towards well. Makes a lot of chaos over towards that B point. But so far, what we saw throughout this entire weekend, people don't really like to go towards B off the rip. We'd rather take care of A first, spawn them all the way across the map, then secure B for free.
A free B. Free B. Let's find out how it goes. Coach Karma back on the mic. Ready to get the boys into this one. Accuracy on the other side for C9. What magic can that man conjure up for his boys? He has had some incredible highlight moments against this very organization. Yeah, I'm going to say it. They line up for accuracy. As 1,000 OpTic fans the world over just got a shiver up their spine. Sorry, not sorry, boys. Here we go. C9 on defense first. OpTic on the attack. Where are we going? Over to B? Maybe.
Aggressive over towards B. 3 players through well. Shotzi going to take his time to set up this repinch through top secret. Just waiting for some information to be gained. Go trade for trade, but Shotzi, it's your turn to strike. Still a 2v2 around this B objective. Woo! You're C9, no need to worry. You're going to force OpTic now to rotate towards A.
Yeah, and Merc is just dancing right now. It's just such a wonderfully confident gameplay. Perfect timing there from Gwyn on the 2P, so that will help certainly. Shotzi is going to slow the approach, slow the pressure there. Out of C9. Try to suck the air out of their lungs with a couple of gut punches, and the gut punches continue. It's a few jabs, allowing his teammates to get forward into B, and they're on the cap.
He's just drawing attention. This is what this guy has done.
Come on.
Ever since he's entered the Call of Duty scene, he's always just a nuisance whenever he's making big-time plays, but once he gets shut down, everyone falls like dominoes behind him. Everyone from the green wall off of the respawn, and this is going to take quite some time to work out of your spawn.
Yeah, C9, they get hit by a couple of blows. That was a perfect parry. The counterattack was on, but now OpTic, you can't keep them down for long. Back on the attack they go. Oh, Sib doesn't finish Mercules, and now that's going to problem he's going to have to deal with later, but Merc is long gone. Merc has OE'd and nearly killed him. 25 seconds to go.
You need to try to stop the game clock if you're OpTic. No one finding kills at this moment. The only player out is going to be the nuke. He knows there's at least one player coming off of the respawn, so you're potentially going to pay for the timing on that. But with 12 seconds left on the game clock, going to put someone on the A objective. You're not going to have the numbers to try to stabilize in this moment.
Yeah, that should be it. Final 10. Mercules has got himself in a position where he could arguably dive onto this. Going to take the low road. Here's the contest. How quickly will they deal with him? His teammates are in no position to help out whatsoever. C9 win the defense.
Yeah, beautifully played right there from Cloud9. To just maintain well control the way that they did. Pick up the overextension the way that they did, and also dominate in the slaying in that round number 1. A lot of SMGs finding success through top secret. The AR's coming alive as well. OpTic just really couldn't get a good, successful team push over towards either one of these objectives, that only leads to one segment on the opening attack.
I mean, honestly, as far as these attacking rounds go, you want to be walking away with more than one. That could be a huge boon for C9 in the long run. We'll see how well their attacking round can go, because you win the defense, that's one thing. You turn the attack into like a 3-segment, you know, 1 zone capture, 4 segments if you can, then you're looking very, very happy for that final round.
Now, if you're C9, all you have to do is just make up for that 1 segment. So you're going to have a different approach here. Everyone through the middle of the map. Try to set the tone early on with mid-map aggression. Sunzanae's able to connect. Kremp is going to slide on in for that first kill, but Mercules responds with instantly finding 1. Still a 2v2. Kremp just being a nuisance.
This is great out of Kremp. Supreme aggression, and not a lot of work objectively just yet, but we're going to find a few kills there in the feed. Gwyn, the only man up for now for C9 on this side of the map. And again, not opting so much for that objective play, going for those kills, and Mercules, he meets him in the ring, toe-to-toe. Someone just threw an iPad at Shotzi.
Oh.
Got him.
And this setup is basically going to be unbreakable. Shotzi in the nuke. Just keeping all of C9 in the back of their spawn. Nuke now finds himself on 5 in a row. Gonna wrap back to assist his teammates just in case someone slips on out. So 1 player unaccounted for in Gwyn, who's holding down top plat. There's only 25 seconds. You don't have nothing on the round if you're C9.
They've not touched the zone yet, Jamie. This is a perfect 130 round. Sid with a kill now to make his way out. Mercules over the top. This is an easy dagger in the back. A knife in the dark. As Mercules will find himself maybe another. The Sib, immense pressure.
Oh,
whoa! Finds himself a big one from Supine. Anybody contest? The answer is just about yes! Still alive, but for not much longer. Cloud9 unable to capitalize whatsoever on attack.
Not a single segment earned to their name, so even with OpTic having a slow start on their attacking round, you still did better than C9 there to give you the advantage just in case you do get to round number 5. But just the break-off was beautiful. The fact that they are going trade for trade, and both Luke and Shotzi realize my teammates off spawn are going to be able to take care of these guys in the back of my base. So let me just trap everybody else in their spawn and just allow that game clock to keep on ticking down. Cloud9 had no breathing room. Tie game.
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're sitting here talking about how great it would be to get like 2 or 3 segments, man, no problem.
Easy, right?
They touched the zone for 3.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds. OpTic dominant on the defense there. But tied up 1-1 now. We swap sides again. OpTic on O. C9 D.
This time it's not 3 through well. Send everyone through top hallways. Gwyn is able to find an opening double, and now you have to slow down your approach unless you're able to make up for it instantly. Dashy's able to find one, but already on the pinch is going to be Mr. Kremp. He locates Dashy, Mercules last man standing, but that's already been 30 seconds gone.
Yeah, plenty of players now forward there for OpTic. Pass rock. Options now towards the A zone. Yeah, we're on it. We're now slowly getting the capture done. A single man for now. Mercules has been snuffed out, dealt with. The last hope now for OpTic on the front line is going to be Hook, and he is going wild. A little bit random, caught out by Sib, and Sib puts Dashy in the dirt. That is an unbelievable kill. And a huge swing of momentum now for C9.
27 v 20.
That was disgusting.
OpTic have no breathing room the same way that they just did it to C9. Not a single segment earned to their name. Big gunfight win right there for Mercules, but it still does not matter. There's more players from Cloud9 in powerful positions. 3 players all on different sprees. And with only 20 seconds to go, you're down by 10 lives. You can't leave the spawn. We don't have a segment. This is not looking good.
Nothing. It is not looking good at all. Final 10. Mercules, don't worry guys, I'll get the zone. Here comes C9 right over the top. End that one quickly. And Gwyn, perfect little slide action there. And what do you know, folks? Cloud9 again on defense. And Jake, they've got the only segment captured in the map so far. They're guaranteed that round 5 defense.
Who?
C9.
No,
they got one.
They got one.
Oh, that's my B.
Yeah.
What day is it, brother? My B. I said that with so much confidence.
It's okay, my friend.
Big man.
But C9 now have another opportunity to only make up for 1 segment. Obviously, slaying is heavily in their favor. You're able to find every single kill. You're dominating them in the back of their spawn. Sib is starting to beam.
That is my kill of the tournament so far, and we've seen some goodies. That is the Sib of old.
Oh, yeah.
Deadly, deadly stuff. Sorry, yeah. So OpTic are getting defense final round. So you know, we need to see you get 2 segments here. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
And it's all about the break-off. Majority of the fights being won by OpTic early on, and a lot of aggression into the spawn instantly.
Dang.
Didn't give them a chance. But now Sib on 3 in a row. Trying to at least find the timing on this OE. Gets the better of Mercules, make it 4. 27 v 27, but you at least got a player pausing the game clock and quit.
Yeah, look, at 16-9, 5 spree, capturing both zones now for a second. Here's the door, and Sib on a run. He might just go all the way around. Yeah, that's going to be 6 now in a row. Doubling back for the guys on A. This is some big man tings out of Sib.
6 in a row, trying to make a kill.
Come on.
Evan is able to find Dashy on the outskirts. Lines up Shotzzy off of the respawn, has him weak, so he cannot commit. You don't want to give up this second segment if you're OpTic, so Mercules is going to get aggressive on it. Gwen, it's your turn to potentially close this one out. It'll guarantee you defense. If you do go to round number 5, you need to make some kills happen. Lines up the first, has the second player weak, but you're surrounded by OpTic. They're still here.
Still got bodies on point there. He's still keeping the contest alive. It's going to be Spark with the off angle. Over to Shotzzy now, trying to stay alive in the zone. Spark can't get any more there. It is done. The segment is not secured. And Kremp, life flashed before his eyes there.
He's got to take his time here. He's in a very good spot to make a play happen. Finds the opening kill. Now, if you're OpTic, you got to put some focus towards top plat. Hook is able to instantly find that trade, and you're still not allowing C9 to get this second segment.
Oh.
You're dominating in the kill feed, but you still got to take care of Gwen.
He's just still letting it rip. 9 rounds. Oh, how's he getting this done? Can somebody please get in there and help him? Trying to get the capture. Gwyn! What a play! What a moment! Second segment secured.
Defense guaranteed for Cloud9, but screw round number 5. We're going to potentially try to close it out here. But Mercules and Shotzzy, they're able to fly on in at the right time. They clean up the streets. A clean 4 dead. Time still ticking down, and now OpTic can keep them in the track.
A pixel away from defeat. They're on the B zone. The boys push forward. Hook cleans the zone out. OpTic have got themselves an amazing opportunity here to stay alive. Here comes C9 though. Wait, it's one big hit. Hook gets the objective work done, finds a kill. We get ourselves on towards A now. So C9 are keeping it spicy.
And it's Shotzzy on the pinch. Shotzzy on the pinch again through top spot. We're just getting lost behind enemy lines. Wins a big one-on-one, locates the second, gives the comm to his teammates for the assistance. And that's another clean 4 dead. Ooh. Cloud9 do just enough to guarantee themselves defense in round number 5, but you don't want to allow OpTic to go into that round number 5 with a couple players on streaks.
They're on streaks right now. This is 4 for Shotzzy, 5 for Shotzzy. Looking for 6. Not going to get it. Spark's going to be there for this. And Hook spree's gone as well. Final seconds tick away. We go to a deciding round, overtime. But the efforts there of Cloud9, it will guarantee defense. And defense has been the only source of victory in this map.
Yeah, so now OpTic have to figure out a different approach here. It's 2 times now where they've switched up their break-off. 3 through well, everyone through top hallway. Neither one of them has worked. Wayne almost gave them a run for their money here. He was making play after play, kill after kill. Movement was on point. Great understanding of what everything is going to get thrown at him, but once OpTic were able to capitalize their way back on in with Shotzzy and Merc finding 2 of their own, it was just an easy hold after that. But you got to figure it out on the attack.
And that's a high-pressure moment. Gwyn's on point. He's 1 shot. Means nothing. Where he's able to move like that, find those kills, both teams performing incredibly admirably in that point. Here we go, folks.
Love it.
Strap in. This is going to be a doozy. Shotzzy already with the capture. Slow and steady, but again, defensively so sound. Out of C9.
They take their time on their approach. They said, okay, we're going to play to shut you down at B, and if you're not here, we're going to be in position to win a majority of our one-on-one gunfights to keep you off of that A objective. So even with Shotzzy still alive, trying to make impactful plays from top plat, he's able to pick up an AR, and that's a crucial one because now the players off the respawn have to account for him.
Yeah, he's finding sweet kills all over the place on Hook. This is a couple of lovely plays in this life alone. Oh, Shotzzy!
Good shots.
Sib has just been a 1v1 titan here on the map. First segment at B, collected. The second on its way out. The second man there on the capture, who's going to push forward, try to buy some space at this point in time, and Sib is having none of it. Dashi alone on the zone, turned to dust. They don't secure the second segment just yet.
It's still a 2v2, and Mercules knows, let me just get the second segment done so I give myself a little bit more of a chance to potentially extend the game clock. But we don't need a chance when you're still here contesting. Your teammates are now here also to reinforce and help you with these gunfights. Already 2 kills in favor of OpTic. Make it 3. B is done and gone.
2 minutes, 21 lives either side. OpTic are trying to do the impossible, win an attacking round here on this game of Hacienda. This is for the match. C9, you have come so far. The reach out, Hook to the pistol, to the kill he gets. All for naught though. Trades continue, and there's plenty of space in mid-map with OpTic's name all over it.
Oh, but that's a big one-on-one gunfight right there from Spart. Catch Dashi on the repinch. Now Spart still trying to contest from top hallway. He's able to set up his teammate for the kill, and he's able to put himself now on 5 in a row. All map control in favor of C9. But there is 1 segment done at A, so OpTic are just looking for 1 opportunity to potentially close this one out.
Dashi's going the long way round. And get involved here, but Hook punches a hole through the front. And Kremp now having to worry about both floors. Gwyn through mid, can he get another? No, but that might be enough to again pull these players back. Dashi now still trying to get involved in the play, helping out with the capture. Second segment nearly done. No, another save from C9.
Perfect clear out right there from C9. Everyone just valuing their lives once they win a one-on-one.
OpTic
are trapped in the back of their spawn. Shotzi's able to find an opening through the garage side. The stun is able to connect for info onto the second. So even with Cloud9 having a good approach there, OpTic give themselves another lifeline.
You got 9 lives left for OpTic. Give a minute though. Stopped on A. Here comes the second segment in the bag. This map is not over yet. The stack is there. OpTic stack the point. They keep the capture going. No one is home. Oh my goodness. A 3-0. And what a comeback. They're in control. OpTic puts C9 to the sword. What a sensational game of Hacienda. Blink and you missed it.
Adjustments out of OpTic. They realize, okay, the initial B push didn't work. The secret push didn't work. But let's have a different approach on our final attacking round, and let's go over towards A. You're able to extend the game. Players start to get activated. Multi-kill after multi-kill. The close spawns after the update allows them to reinforce over towards that B point, which allowed Mercules to play his life the way that they did. But you can even see it. Once Shotzi finds that opening kill and that stun connects, they instantly find the second. And who's the last player that comes off spawn? It's Dashi. He knows that most likely someone